Okay, so so far I have showed you how to create a repository in GitHub, and we are trying to initiate our first coding. First, you go to the project folder in terminal. Then once you initiate, you will get some command like this. Some response like this: initialized a empty Git repository in this particular folder. It is same for Windows and Linux. And then you do some long list, try to get some content fully. Then you can find .git folder formed. You can use other commands like find .git to see. In Windows, what you can do is you can just go and change the setting in Explorer itself. There will be some option called view hidden folders. If you see there, you can see the .git. Okay, and these are the files that is created. Okay, so far clear, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now I have created a file called index.html. First I'm giving ls index.html. To check the contents, I'm just giving cat index.html. So whatever we edited, it is already here. Okay, now here comes the fun part. I am doing git status. Okay, so git status means first it will check for any changes that we do. It will compare with the changes are already stored in these files, and it will give you what are the untracked files. For example, it is saying no commits, we haven't started any commit, and there is a untracked file called index. Okay, so you can have multiple files, and all those files will be listed here. Whatever the files is not untracked, all those files will be listed. So you can give git add either that file name directly, or you can also give dot means everything. Dot stands for everything. Okay, in terminal terminal prompt language. So you give git add. Now I give git status again. It says changes to be committed is in new file. Okay, so earlier it was not tracked, now we are tracking, and we are saying the changes are there in the index. Still you can continue editing. Okay, for example, I'm adding some h1. Okay, say git lecture, I'm adding here. Now it says the file is modified. Even though we are tracking, the file is modified. What happens is if you commit and push now, the latest changes won't be there. This line won't be there. Okay,
So again, we need to add it.
yeah, again we need to add it. Again add it, and now again check the status. It says changes to be committed, new file, it is in green. Okay, there is another other helping files called, logs, sorry, commands called log, git log. Your current branch name, master branch, does not have any commit set. That means we didn't start any commit, right? So git log will give a history of all the git commits. Now committed. uh, if you want to give a quick commit, you can add messages here, but I would suggest always give git commit. It will open some page like this. Don't get confused, you just edit your heading. Okay, this is git commit heading. For example, you can give added HTML tags for title and paragraph. Then you give two steps, and then you can give full details. This is for project blah blah blah. So all those details you can just give. Okay, in our coding practices for Pragmer, what you do, whenever you do a commit, you just give a commit you are working on Redmine 10, right? You are creating this task for Redmine 10. So you just say here this changes is for Redmine 10 and added. So whenever somebody checks your code or commit to see their history, they will always go to Redmine 10. There, all your requirements, documents, all those things will be saved, and they will understand. Okay, you are trying to do some requirement, and for that you have done this. Okay, that's why you want to give a Redmine link there. Now, listen carefully. This is opened in vi editor. It is a command only editor. Okay, so what you have to do, here there are instructions, right?
Yeah.
Give
Paste,
control.
paste.
Yeah, you have to give control S for saving. Okay, after I gave control S, it is saying wrote 14 lines. Then I give control X. Okay, control S for save, control X for coming out. Okay, now I check the git log again. It says author, date, git commit heading, and everything, like whatever we have added, everything will be there. If we are having multiple commits, everything will be listed down. Okay, and main things to note down here is there is something called commit, and this is called a commit ID. Okay, this is a unique ID which is created by the git. And head means where are you, I mean, what is your current repository look like. So for example, in git lecture, I'm opening the git HTML, right? So we are in a master branch. That's what head says. Head is nothing but a pointer which says we are in a current
Skip.
patch is master. Okay, now a simple thing would be to push all the changes to GitHub. Okay, now what I do, go to git. This one says you create a branch called main branch. Okay, so this command says
That
this command says
that is necessary, right? Or else it will defaultly go to master
yeah.
branch.
So you can ignore, if you ignore this and if you directly add origin, then what happens is your master branch will be master branch only. But here it says -m, which means you are
Main.
considering main as a master branch. Okay, but you don't want that now. Let's have everything in the master branch. So you copy the next one, which is git remote add origin. I go back here, give git remote add. Okay, it is added. So this is where you are saying there is a remote repository that's origin is this one. Okay, that means whenever you do a push, the code will go there. Okay, now let's try git push. Now when you do git push, it says fatal, the current patch master has no upstream branch. That means we have to set an origin master. Okay, so this command is not given here, but if you see below and all, right,
Yeah.
yeah, here also not there. But what I'm trying to say is you set an upstream called origin master. So origin is ours, master is the final branch.
Branch.
So you just give git push. It asks for username, password. Okay, and password I have stored it in another file. cd documents. Okay, I'm just taking my code. See, it is not, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just where I mean, for git you can create some what is it, some pop username, password, and it's a token actually. That token you can use it to log in documents. I have a file called git pass, where I usually store all my password. So I use some commands to quickly take that. Okay, So I'm pasting it. Now everything is done. All of the changes is pushed and it says success. Now I go here, refresh. That's all. So index.html is added. You click here, only master branch is there, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted so far. Now for your case, what happened is, again let me show you one more example. Uh, let me talk about collaboration part. Okay, there are, say, like there are multiple branches. How to handle that? See, the git merge, especially the git merge, I will have a combined session with all of us, like Shivbalan and Kirtana. That time we will discuss more about git merge. Now I will say only about the branching. So I'm in this. Yeah, actually I forgot to show you one more detail. So far we did lot of work in the git, right? Now
Yeah.
how this will affect our git branch? So again go to git find dot git. Now can you see there are so many files created, and one of the file is nothing but the files related to this commit. Okay, so what happens is whenever you run some git commands, it stores those status in one of these files. Okay, but we don't know what exactly it is doing. That is the reason we should not touch this. This git branches might have something called like list of branches. This might have some logs, head. So each and every file has its own details, and git uses this file to manage a software internally. Okay, so all the messages that you are getting, that is because this dot git and the dot git in the github file, github repository, they are not matching. That is why you are getting lot of errors. So whenever you want to fresh start, you just go to this branch, remove this dot git, everything will be removed, then you can initiate again. Okay,
Okay, like there is any command to remove the
it is just a file, no? So you can just remove.
dot git.
Yeah, for me I am using remove. What you do for Windows, you just view all the dot files, view hidden files, and just give select and delete. That will work. Okay, this is just removing a folder. If you remove the folder, next time when you run a git, it will say I can't find a git, so please initiate that repository. Okay, I will show you at last because I want to show you one more concept called branches now. After that I will delete and show how it will look like.
Okay.
Okay, okay, now coming back to this. Now I was talking about branches, right? Now I am giving git branch. It says master and the current master is star. But be aware of one fact: this git branch will give only the branches in your local repository. It won't give the uh, it won't give all the list in the GitHub. Say you are creating 4 branches, your colleague is creating 8 branches, so totally there will be some 12 branches on the system, right? So GitHub will have those 12 branches, but your own local repository will have only 4 because you haven't pulled all the details from the repo. Okay, so to get all the branches, you can use the respective flags. I think branch A, yeah. So when you give git branch A, it says there is a local one, and remotes is nothing but what are the full branches in the
Online.
online. Exactly. Now what I do, git branch. Let us check the command. How to create a git branch from master. My feature dev. So checkout is the one they are using. Okay, let me try. git checkout. Checkout means when you switch from one branch to another, you use a command called git checkout. Okay, git checkout b. You are going to develop a feature 1 and you are taking copy from master branch. Okay, so switch it to a new branch called feature 1. Now how to check this if this branch is working? You just give git branch. It says in your local repository there is a master and feature 1. Now to check all the branches, okay, it says origin master, which means this master you have already pushed, but feature 1 is not yet pushed. That's why it is not showing in the remotes. Okay, now pay attention to this folder structure, like what is happening here. I'm going to latest and where is it? Git lecture. Yeah, here. Okay, this check this folder structure, how things are going on. Now I give ls, then I create another file called index.css. okay, now I add some.
You created a file.
Yeah, I created a file. Wait, let me do it in a VA itself. So usually what you do, you are in a your current branch is what is it, feature 1, but from outside it is not visible, right? You don't know which branch you are currently in. So that is the reason whenever you start working, you first check all the details, which feature you're working. Are you working on master or feature 1, feature 2? So you have to be very careful because from outside nothing will be visible. Then you do index.css. From index I'm just adding border, sorry, not border, something called background color aqua. Okay, I added this. Then I go to heading, I add style. I think we can use a link. Wait, style source, then you do index.css. Okay, I don't know if it is correct, let me check. Okay, let me use this one. Okay, I changed it. Now I will first test if everything is working. It is not working. Aqua I have given. Okay, let's see black. Now I can add directly here to check. Okay, background brown. Okay, so this is added. I can give the same thing here. Background. Oh, there is a syntax mistake. That is a problem. Okay, whatever, I don't know. So let's get back to the git. So say like you made these changes. Okay, now you go back to this folder structure, you see index css, index html. Now coming back to the command prompt, give ls. There are two files. First thing is you will check the status. git status. Yours now modified is one file, there is untracked file. So git add dot, and now you check the status, both are added.
Got it.
Now what you do, git uh, commit, then you add uh, some redmine 10. You can give the same id because you're working on the same feature. You can say css file is added. Okay, then some details here. Control S, Control X, you came out. Now give git status on branch feature 1, nothing to commit. Okay, now give git log. Now it says, now head, wherever the head is pointing to, that is the current feature you are in. Okay, so the head pointer says which branch you are currently working on. Now it is in the feature 1, and that particular latest changes this change. Okay, so these are all looking good. Now what happens when I change the when I change the branch? Now again I check for all the branches. I'm doing that just to show you. Now git checkout master. That means I'm changing the branch from feature to
master.
master. Did you notice here something happened?
CSS is
Yeah, CSS is automatically removed. Okay, so let me do it again.
like why it is removed? Because
It is not removed because you are working on a master branch, right? That means the files which are already stored on master branch, only those files will be there.
Okay, that will get hidden.
No, I mean actually the Git manages internally, that will be removed only.
Okay.
It won't be hidden. It will remove. Actually, I will show you how that will change.
Okay.
I'm giving find git dot. Now you see there are so many things added here. Okay, these files will have those changes. Internally, these folders will have those changes and store it.
Okay.
Now if you go and delete the .git, you will have only the copy of master. And when you switch the feature, I mean the branch to feature branch, and then you delete .git file, you will have only feature one's branch codes. Okay, so the Git manages internally like how to store, how to change the branches. It manages this folder altogether. Okay, so everything happens when you do a checkout. Now see carefully, when I do git checkout and feature 1, then automatically it updates with the current branch. Okay,
Yeah, CSS.
yeah, so this is an important concept.
Okay, so
Now,
basically in feature 1, the CSS is there, right?
yeah,
And
feature 1 CSS is there, and you are working on only feature 1. Say
Okay,
somebody else is doing feature 2, and they will have feature 2 and their own codes.
Okay, and in master, HTML is there.
Yes.
Okay.
So you should imagine something like this. So they both master and feature 1 are two different folders. For master folder, they are having index.html, and the code. Actually, I will show you. I now git. I'm just giving git cat index.html to show the contents. So now currently we are in feature 1. Okay, branch feature 1, and you are checking the index code, and it says it has that link. Now git checkout master. Okay, you have switched the master. Now you run the same command, it won't be there because this pointer shows only the changes with respect to the master branch. Okay, so in our case, like production code means that code is not changed, but you still have the feature code. So in order to edit feature code, you go to feature code and then you do Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I will show you one more thing, how git log will look like. When you go to git log, now the pointer denotes master, correct?
Yeah.
Now when you do checkout to feature one, you click link. I mean, you check the git log. Now earlier it was master. Now the head points to feature.
Feature.
Yeah. So head is an important pointer. It is equivalent to the C concept. The pointer head denotes which feature we are currently in, and that decides everything.
Okay.
Okay. So I asked you to do some git stash, right? So
Yeah.
git stash operation is nothing but if there is some confusion, you are ahead of the master. So say master is having some copy, but you are trying to pull. You are having additional commits, and you want to pull the changes. That time there will be some conflict happening. It will say master is not updated, or some errors will come. That's why you do git stash. That means it will ignore all the commits so far, like not all the commits, all the changes so far. Okay, again that will be little confusing. These are the important concepts. Once you do all these stuff properly, right, you won't have any problem with other things. Okay, but you should also learn how to fix that in the later, like, see, once I give this lecture, right, you start practicing, and whenever you have some issue, then you already have a knowledge base of what I taught you, and using that again you do some research and find out some commands how to fix that. And once you start work, I mean repeatedly work, that is when um, you can actually learn git process and everything. Okay, all right, now let's do git push. Okay, git branch. So I'm giving git branch a. It shows we are currently in the feature and everything.
One.
Now I give git push. Now what happens, there is a branch called feature one, that you didn't set up upstream path. Okay, so you have to set that also. So whenever you create a new branch, you have to do this, so that you can push the feature branch to there. Okay, so this is only when you want to store the feature branch in your GitHub repository. Okay, if you don't want to push, you want to have feature one as only the local copy, then you merge feature one with master to master, and then you push the changes.
I should merge feature one with master.
Yeah, actually let me show you that one, because that is more practically like helpful. So I will search merge branch. Checker to switch git merge as other branch to bring it to this branch. Okay, so what they are saying is, whenever you do a git merge, you have to go to that particular branch where you want to pull the changes, and you have to pull the changes. For example, I am we are currently in the features, right? So I do git checkout master. Okay, I am currently in master. Now I do git merge feature feature
Feature.
one, because you
Okay.
are merging the current directory with feature one.
Feature one.
Now what happens, automatically it is updated here. I give git status. Already feature one is committed, and we only merged it, so nothing problem. And then git log, says we are currently in the head master
Get master.
master feature one,
Feature because both
because
are
both are
merged.
same exactly. Now I do git checkout feature one. and give ls same. There is no problem. I mean both are literally same now.
Same. Yeah.
Master. Okay. Now you push the changes of git master. Okay. We are in currently in master.
Master.
I am pushing the changes. It will ask for credentials. Okay, now everything is pushed. You go back to the repository, just give refresh. That's all. Everything is okay, right?
Yeah.
Now the history will be here. You go to master branches. Only one branch you have pushed because you have carefully worked. You have created your own branch. You worked on it. You merged it. Okay.
And
Yeah. You have any question?
no.
Mhm. Okay. So see, when you collaborate, more problems will be there. Okay. That is why I told I will take one specific session only for the merge conflicts.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, my team also. I mean, the our team, other people, they haven't seen all these things so far. I gave them only commands and they started working. So I have explained a lot of details here. I will post this video. Let them see. Once everybody comes back, we'll have a join session where I explain how to collaborate using the GitHub and Git commands. Okay. That time it will be very clear like who should work on what. Till then you just practice by doing the same feature, like you create your own branch, you edit there, then check out master, push the changes. See, I'm giving all these exercise not as a work but for your learning only. Okay. When we start work, at that time I won't have time to teach you because I'll be fully focused on how to develop the feature and those kind of stuff. So we have some time. That is why I'm able to give you all the details.
Okay.
Okay. So till now you don't have any problem, right? Like
No.
you have any? Yeah.
No. I understood.
Cool. Okay. So whenever you make change, from here onwards, the cycle is same. You edit the changes, git add dot, git push. If you
Get.
are working on that particular branch, if you are working on some specific new branch on your own, check out, check in. Check out, then merge.
Okay.
Okay, understood, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I understood.
Cool. Uh, what you do now, you can actually ignore the previous, what do you say, previous repository. Create a new one and try again.
Okay.
Okay, till you learn, you can create as many repositories as you want because this is all free only. You are creating public repositories and there is no harm in creating multiple. So just practice by doing this, the entire cycle that I do. Once you're confident here, then you go back to that CRM application.
Okay.
Okay. But still, this is counted as the CRM application task only. You are just learning additional things.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I will post this in YouTube and I will share the link.
Okay. You'll post it in YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this video will be very big and I don't want to. Sharing the file elsewhere is very difficult. You have to download and view. Instead, if I share the link, you can just view from YouTube directly.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'll do this now only or tomorrow.
Whenever you have time, because you said you will work for 4 hours, right?
Yeah. Like from morning 11 till now, I was like.
See this. Don't consider this as work. Okay. In your free time, whenever you feel like learning, you just go through the videos again and see, take your own notes. Whatever I give you, it is my version. Then after you understand, you create your own version of notes, and then that is when you will clearly understand. Okay. See, when Keetana came, she came like few weeks ago. She was like you only. Then she learned, and when when I'm asking her to help you, then she's getting more clarity on her concepts. Okay, so that is the reason I'm asking uh, one another to help each other. Okay, if I explain all these concepts by myself, I'll be very clear, but other persons also should get clear, right? That is the reason I'm like uh, asking one of your team members to help you. Okay,
Okay.
but if you have big problems and repeatedly something you didn't understand, you can always come back to me.
Okay.
Okay, and if I feel everybody needs a session, I will create some videos like that and I will post so that everybody can understand. Cool. Okay, then we
We
will
can
meet
create new repository and do it like in the evening around some 7 or
anytime, like your wish.
okay.
So I have already given you task. It's up to you how when you work. Okay.
Okay.